Okay, I'm finally back to recording and we're starting with a lace tutorial. Also, just remember to do this on another layer to your top because it's a lot easier to adjust it if you need to. I'm kind of just starting off drawing some curves pretty evenly. They don't look that even. I didn't do very good with the video, but you can see what I mean. Also, you can make the curves wider if you need to, or even smaller. It's just based on your reference. Once I finish the lines at the top, I go on the bottom doing a very similar thing, but it's slightly wider. Also, just know it doesn't have to be perfect. This part might be a bit confusing, but basically you duplicate the layer and you move the bottom one down by 1 pixel. After you make a new layer above the bottom one and clip it so you can use your shading color over it. Then I merged it together and I erased the top one because I actually did not need that. It was only for the part touching the top, the shirt, I mean, and you can change the opacity. That basically just helps you see the bottom of the lace better, and also you can just have it as more shading. To fill in the lace, I'm going back to my one size brush, which I use for the outside as well, and I start by going over the curves again. Now for the middle, I just start drawing this kind of flower type of pattern. It's quite small, so you can't really notice and it looks really pixelated, but it does work very well. As you can see, I do leave some gaps in between them, but I just click a little bit and fill in some pixels so it's not as empty. Once you've finished that, you can make a new layer above it and get a bigger size brush to just fill in the entire thing. I speed this up a lot because it took forever. Then I lower the opacity of that layer until it looks good. Okay, we're trying the same thing as earlier, but for this other part. Duplicate the layer underneath the one you just did and move it down by 1 pixel so you can do the same clipping thing with the shading. You want to then get an eraser and go over the top of it that isn't touching your shirt, so the shading is only on the shirt. I just lowered the opacity until I thought it looked good. And then you're basically done. There's not really much else you need to do, but this method works for most lace and you don't have to do it all exactly the same. Thank you for watching and make sure to leave a comment if you have any questions.